Guys, and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video we'll be reviewing how I went in round 4, and then I'll be giving you my tips for round 5. Very excited to jump in and go through all of these games. Well, not really, because I couldn't pick my nose this week. I was that bad. Let's go through round 4 though. But before we do, guys, if you could hit that like button and subscribe, it goes a really long way in helping me grow the channel, and I can't do that without you amazing people. But without further ado, let's get into it. So round 4 saw Thursday night footy, Rabbitohs defeating the Panthers 28-18. You know me, I always tip with the heart. Backed in the Rabbitohs to get the job done there, and boom, we hit with that one. I thought, you know what? This is a bloody good start. Let's keep this going. I'm like, Sydney Roosters in Sydney should beat the Titans. Absolutely wrong. Roosters got done 30 points to 12. Titans looked pretty good in this game for the most part. Like, I think, even with Keanu Kinney, thought AJ Brimson was phenomenal. I was going to say Preston Campbell. Jaden Campbell was really good in the halves too. So, man, the Titans, they're clicking. They're clicking. So, good win there for the Gold Coast Titans. Unfortunate for the Roosters there. That's a pretty big loss, and they fall pretty low down the ladder. So, yeah, we get that one wrong. And then we get the Broncos tip right. So, obviously, I backed in the Broncos to beat the Dolphins. I thought they'd get the job done by a little bit more than 8 points, though, but credit to them. Broncos get the job done. Dolphins put up a pretty good fight in that one. That's another tip right. Then we've got the Dragons and the Storm. Man, oh man, I did not see this coming. So the Dragons get the job done. I think this was in Cogra. Dragons just too good there. They defensively, they were incredible. Held Storm out. Really, really gritty, good, strong win there for the Dragons. Next up, Cowboys beat the Raiders 30 points to 20. I had the Cowboys winning this one. I thought they'd get the job done. I had them by 4 points. They won this one by 10. Cowboys at home, they're a tough team to beat up there in North Queensland. They genuinely are. Like, I know sometimes they get tailed up there, but it rarely happens. I thought, the Raiders having to go from Brookvale all the way up to North Queensland, and they're not used to the hot weather. So, yeah, Cowboys, really strong win there. Happy for them and happy for me. There's another tip right. We then go into the Sharks and Dogs. Another game I thought I was going to get right here. Sharkies, they've looked good. From rounds 2 and 3, they looked incredible. Even the Vegas round, they didn't look too bad, and then they get tailed up by the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs looked incredible in this game. So credit to them. Strong win there for the Doggies. Disappointing there for me. Another tip wrong. Then we go into Sunday afternoon footy. The Manly Sea Eagles defeating the Parramatta Eels 26-12 without Turbo for the entire second half, or realistically for this entire game. Knee injury, I believe. So disappointing stuff there for Manly to lose Turbo again. I don't know how long, if he will miss footy, how long he'll be out. Parramatta, they were resilient in this game. I'll give them credit. They were resilient, but another disappointing game, and they fall to the bottom of the ladder. West Tigers taking on the Warriors. I backed in the Tigers here, and I thought I had this. I thought I had it. Stafford Tiger called for an obstruction, I believe, late in that game. And the Warriors won this. Actually, do you know what? The Tigers lost it more than the Warriors won this, in my opinion. The Tigers had that game done and dusted, and the Warriors, to their credit, resilient, gritty, they got the job done. Credit to them, but this was there for the Tigers to win, and they just let it slip. Can't be doing that. They cannot be doing that. All right. Round 5 tips. Let's get into it. Thursday night footy, we've got the Raiders against the Sharks. I believe the Sharkies have a good record against the Raiders. They have won the last 3 games. They beat them in Canberra 40 points to 6 last year as well. This is a game that I do think the Raiders can bounce back and win. But after that loss to the Doggies, I think the Sharks are going to be hungry. I think they're going to want this more. I'm going to back Cronulla in 1-12 in that one. I'll do my try scores at the end of the video. So, yeah, Sharkies, I think, will win this one 1-12. Panthers and Cowboys. Cowboys got the win over the Panthers late last year. I think that was round 17. But then the Panthers had won the 2 previous games before that. In Penrith, I think after losing 3 in a row, they're not going to lose 4. I'd nearly bet my house that they won't lose 4 games in a row. So I'm back in the Panthers. I do think they come back in a big way here and win this one 13+. Rabbits and Roosters. We have struggled against the Roosters in the last few games, losing 36-28 last year, 48-6 in the game before that, and 26-12 in the I went to that game late 2023. So we have lost the last 3 games, but we are a different side this year. The Roosters will likely miss Victor Radley as well in this one, so big loss for them. I really do think we run away with this one. I'm not these. We tend to keep them close when we've got a decent side. So I do think I'm going to tip us 1-12, but I'm by far not confident about that. This Roosters side they can turn up, or it could be like the 60-8 win that we got a few years ago. But I'm going to back us in. I do think we can win this game 13 plus, but I'm going to say that we get the job done 1-12. Parramatta against St. George. Zach Lomax's revenge game. I do think he has a massive game in this one. I don't think the Dragons blow the Eels away. I am going to back in St. George. Not confident about that tip at all. But I think the Dragons do win that one. I think it'll be a 1-12 margin though. All right, Titans against the Dolphins. This is interesting. Titans have actually played quite well against the... they won last year. They lost the 2 meetings before that. I don't see the Dolphins winning this game. I just think the Titans have been really good. Despite that round 1 game they lost to, or round 2 it is, they lost to the Doggies. I think they've been pretty good this season, so I'm going to back the Titans in. I think I'm going to go an 8-point margin. I think it'll be 1-12. I don't think it'll be a blowout by any means. I think the Dolphins will keep it relatively close. Broncos and Tigers is an interesting one. Broncos have won 2 of the last 3 games against the Tigers by quite a big margin in the last 2. I think the Broncos win this one. I am going to go 13 plus, but you just don't know what you're going to get from this Tigers squad. I do think the Tigers can pose a threat, and I think Terrell May going up against Payne Haas is going to be just incredible. Both forwards are bloody incredible in 2025, and I think that is just going to be a matchup made in heaven, in my opinion. All right, we've got the first of the Sunday games. Manly Seagulls taking on the Melbourne Storm. Classic game. We all know what this game is like. It's normally gritty. It was 26-20 last year, Manly's way. 24-6 the year before, and that was to Storm. And the year before, or the game before that, was 18-8. So it does tend to be a 1-12 margin normally. However, Storm did win it 24-6. I believe that was last year. I generally think this is a game that Manly can win, and it all depends on Turbo. I don't think Turbo will be playing in this one. I think this could go either way. I'm going to back in Storm, but I'm not confident about that. I think Storm win this 1-12, but again, really not confident. And Bulldogs Knights. Doggies have won the last 2 meetings. In this one, the Knights did win the one before that. I think the Dogs win. I can't see a world where the Dogs lose this one. I'm going to go 1-12. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I do think the Doggies will keep it relatively close here. So the Knights will keep it relatively close. So let's go over the tips once more, and I'll give you a try scorer for each team. So Raiders and Sharks, tipping the Sharks 1-12. Again, this one could definitely go either way. I'm going to go Xavier Savage to score for the Raiders. Hopefully he's playing. He should be. And then for the Sharks, I'm going to go Kale Iro. I think he is definitely going to score a try in this one. Panthers and Cowboys. I'm backing in the Panthers, obviously, with 13 plus here. I think Brian To'o will score in that one. I think Murray Taulagi will score for the Cowboys. Rabbitohs and Roosters, obviously backing in my team here, 1-12. I'm going to go Jack Whiten to score in this one. And for the Roosters, I'm going to say Dom Young. Eels and Dragons. Dragons 1-12. I think Zach Lomax scores, and I think Clint Gutherson gets a try. I think that one will be that'll be a bloody good matchup. Titans and Dolphins. I think Titans win this one 1-12. I'm going to go Jaden Campbell to score anytime again in that one, and then Hammer to score for the Dolphins. Broncos 13 plus. I've got over the Tigers. I think Payne Haas scores in this one, and I think Terrell May scores his first try in Tigers colours. So I'm going to go, Broncos 13 plus on the lower end of 13 plus, like maybe a 14-16 sort of win. Seagulls, Storm, tipping in the Storm here. This definitely is a game that could go either way, though I am nervous about that tip. I'm backing in Storm 1-12. I'm going Xavier Coates and Ruben Garrick anytime. Bulldogs and Knights. do think the Knights win this. The Bulldogs win this one 1-12. I'm going to get Connor Tracy to score anytime and Callum Ponga, both the fullbacks there. They are my tips for round 5. Let me know yours down below in the comments. Again, guys, please leave a like and subscribe. It really goes a long way in helping the channel. I will see you in the next one. Thanks, legends.